we were saying, out of 47 students, 17 are failing due to a late penalty of 2 marks. And we are discussing democracy. If this happens, democracy is preserved, and if this does not happen, democracy is compromised. So what shall we do?
Whatever you want to do, you do something.
No, this is not about me. I'm nowhere in this. I'm nowhere in this. It is the rules and democracy. I'm nowhere.
Varun, you said that this time we will get maximum of 25 marks, right? 50%. If you use such 50%, you would get the maximum. So the maximum is 25, and you will deduct 2 marks of the late penalty. So obviously you will get 23.
But is that okay?
No. Why okay?
Why not? Why is it not okay?
No one wants to be a fail.
Yes, but the rules are the rules, yeah? And democracy is democracy, so I will be right in failing you because I still have majority people passing, so it's your fault.
We agree with you, but don't cut this 2 marks, so that at least we can get 25.
But that is the rules. It's not me, right? It's not me. You knew about the rules from day one.
If we submit it today, then you will cut 22 marks.
Today is the last day of submission anyway.
If we submit today, then
Still on that list. You're still getting at least 2 marks penalty, yeah?
then we will get maximum of 25,
Yes.
and you will deduct 2 marks of late penalty.
Yes.
So obviously we will get 23.
Yes, so you will join that list. That list will grow, but I will still have majority of people passing. If we have democracy, they have nothing to say. My question to everybody right now is not a personal question. My question is, what is the other system of governance available to us that prevents this from happening?
So means in the democracy, one person who is benefiting, he's okay. But who is not benefiting, he can't say anything. He can't put up his voice.
That's right. No. If he doesn't have majority, it doesn't matter if he's benefiting, he's losing, it doesn't matter.
So it's not good. It's not good in my
So why is every country in the world a democracy?
Maybe they consist of a same group of people. That's why, because their benefits are same, so they have a majority. And because of majority, they are democracy. They are demanding for democracy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. So far, I have not heard a single alternative to democracy from anybody. That's more of a reason to give me an alternative system. What am I going to say? And the Creator will say to me, you could have failed these guys. That would have maintained democracy, and that would have maintained the standards of education that we want to provide. I'm going to say, no, I did not fail them. I passed them based on what? Are you understanding? Not a personal issue, not based on a personal issue. Based on a philosophical issue, a conceptual issue, an alternative to democracy. Thank you. Now we're talking. Now we are talking. This is what I was after. If we can make our discussion, about humanity, thank you, Amit, it will be a better angle to take than personal issues. Does that make sense? So I'm asking you to be detached from your own worries and your problems and your fears and your desires, whatever they are. Be detached from that and find out what is the fundamental issue here, actually. What does humanity say? Okay, now tell me. Now let's talk about humanity. Forget about democracy. What does humanity say? Now I'm gonna get you on record here. So just who was that? Sorry. Yes.
Don't do bad of anyone. That's humanity.
Bad. Okay, good. Bad. Sandeep says don't do bad.
If you can help anybody with that, and that thing is not going to affect you. I mean, that thing is not going to give you any harm. Then you can help him or her.
Don't do bad. Help people. Okay, I got you. Yeah, Amit says help people. Sandeep says don't do bad. What else? What is humanity? Okay, let's just stick with these two. Let's stick with these two things for now, okay? Now, I'm with your argument, okay? Don't do bad. Let's just stick with the word bad because it gets used a lot, yeah? And help people, yeah? Yeah, well, just give other chance and help people. That's all included in that, okay? So, I will say, no, just stay with me, Circumstances, yes, all of that. Stay with me. I will say that if I fail these guys, this will be good because you will actually learn something. Yeah? No, hang on, just stay with me. We're just arguing based on logic. Building it one step at a time. So that one is gone. Can't defend yourself with that one because now this is good. Okay? Help people. Again, I will say this will help you. So that one is gone. What other argument can humanity present to democracy? Circumstances. Somebody said circumstances. Yeah, okay. Okay, let's put that up on the board. Circumstances. Okay, I will say this is helping you to be powerful. So that one is gone. Any other arguments that humanity can present to democracy right now? You can do it. Come on, it's in you. I haven't said any of these things. You have said these things. So come up with an argument that is really solid.
If you fail the 17 students, so we have to pay $800 and it's a democracy because it's a profit for college.
Thank you. You've just given me another reason to fail these guys. That's more money for the institute.
Yes, sir.
I don't want reasons to fail you. I want reasons to pass you.
Second chance.
That's included in helping people. So that argument is not going to work. Sympathy is included in that as well, helping people. That argument is not going to work.
You give the second chance to rewrite the assignment. Then if the all person rewrite it again and you can...
But they were late, so they got 2 marks penalty at least. So 50 minus 2 is 48? Conscience. Good, now we're getting somewhere. He says, Michael says, conscience. Stay with us, just wait. We'll come to you. Conscience. Okay, this is an interesting one. I'm just going to call it consciousness, okay? I'm going to say human consciousness. Now, what happens, please stay with me. What happens with democracy is that the human consciousness. Just speak, are you with us?
Yes. Always.
319. the human consciousness somehow gets divided in democracy. We get divided between good and bad. We get divided between rich and poor. We get divided between healthy and unhealthy, intelligent and unintelligent. Because we've got this line in the center, which is a 50-50 line, and we focus on being better than average. Our whole life. And human consciousness gets divided. Can you use this as an argument? Can you use this? How are you going to use this as an argument for that? Tell me. So thank you for bringing it up, Michael. Now the next step is to somehow use that as an argument to pass those guys. Now we have
Democracy is for the people, of the people, and by the people. That's the definition of democracy. Yeah, so I think there are more people than 17 who submitted their assignment late, so they are in majority. Yeah, more than 23 students. It means the majority is on late side. Those who have submitted their assignment late. Yeah.
Yes, majority did.
Yes. Yeah.
So what do you
say? That majority is on left side. So as democracy is of the people, for the people, and by the people. So whatever they said, we have to follow as a democracy.
No, but the rules are also applicable.
So, but as you are talking about democracy,
the rules can be bent.
Rules and democracy are both different things. We can't follow both things together.
So see, democracy helps us to make a choice.
Yeah.
The rule is what we are making the choice on.
So what we have to choose, democracy or rules? If we are going to follow the rules,
choice in your daily life,
people are going to fail. And if we are going to follow the democracy, then you have to make impasse. That's it.
So what you're saying is, we ignore the rules, make a new law.
Yeah, that's it. That's what my question.
Thank you, thank you. Okay, Jignesh is saying, this is good, this is really good. Hang on. Hang on. Jignesh is saying, ignore the rules, make a new law. Legislation. Okay, so that's not a humanitarian argument at all.
No, sir, I'm not saying that.
That's fine. No, we'll take a detour for now. We'll take a detour. This is not a humanitarian argument that he is putting forward. Yeah, what he is saying is a completely different argument, and that is bend the rules. If you look around in society right now, that is exactly what our politicians are doing. And as a result of this, big corporations can pollute your air, can destroy your forests, can kill the species of this earth because politicians are bending the rules for the benefit of just satisfying the status quo, making people happy. Whenever we have a shift in attitude, change the rules. So what we say means nothing, because tomorrow everybody could change their mind and change the law. And that's exactly what is happening right now on this planet. So that as an argument, as the result of the crisis, this is the crisis itself. This is the crisis in governments around the world right now. So we cannot do that. We cannot change the rules now. So as an argument, it doesn't have any strength anymore. It did have strength up until now. Now the public is waking up. You cannot just change the rules without people finding out that you have just changed the rules.
It doesn't mean every time that if you are going to make a new rule,
Yes.
that it's just always dangerous for the nature. Yeah, sometimes it's also helpful to the nature.
How? How is this helpful? Now we have to talk about that. See, now we come back to this.
No, I'm not coming to the point of humanity. I'm just talking about new rules. As you are saying that new rules
as the politicians have become more, just for their only satisfaction, they are making news for the corporates and everything. And but they are also like in India, there are some news are also going to be implemented just to follow go green. As like you cannot, there are certain rules that you cannot put a.
So you are saying now.
There are certain rules for that.
What you are saying now. See, that can be either good or bad, yeah? Yeah?
So new rules doesn't make a danger.
That's right. So to prove this, to prove that, you have to give me some reason why.
Sir, you are just looking at only one side of the coin. Sir, look at the other side. Good.
Okay, tell me.
So they can even, you said good. And if you are going to fail them, they can go good. But sir, what happens if they go in depression? What happens if they,
So yeah, now you're in the helping people argument.
Back in India, so I can.
Yeah, help them by not making them depressed. Yes? So we already said that the chances of you getting depressed are lower than you becoming powerful. Yeah, we want a powerful future.
They getting depressed and they spoil their future. That's it. And they need to spend.
Suicide, Sandeep says.
I would like to discuss on Jignesh topic. I think he's trying to say that he's supporting to democracy. So those who are getting late for submission, so they are group of majority. So let them choose their choice as being a democratic people. So if they make a choice,
saying is if more people start to do crime in society, let the criminals decide how to run everything.
about the crime. Assignment is not
Crime is law. Law is law, right?
There is crime here.
No, rules. Breaking the rules. By being 1 day late is against the rules, yeah? 1 day late is too much. That's the rules.
So there should be any solution against the rules because every rule has a solution.
Yes, thank you.
So what's the conclusion?
What's the conclusion? Okay, I'll find out. Being a human, am I divided or am I whole? If I fail these students, okay, will I be able to live with myself wholeheartedly? As a human being, am I divided or am I whole? And as a humanity, are we divided or whole? This is my question. Are we divided? So focus on this question, please.
If you're saying like being a teacher, your consciousness says you do good, help students, and made them powerful. But there can be an alternative for failing them. You can it's not only thing that people fail and learn something. If you just pass them, and they can also learn from it. That why we passed, we were failing.
Yeah, so that's what I want to find out from this room. Why did we pass? We were failing. Why did we pass? Was it just the grace of somebody? Are we not competent? We have to pass by grace.
So in further, they will learn that whether in coming days also we will be having the same chances of passing, or another teacher or another chance we will lose if we do things like this, and so they will do more work and be good in future. But if you fail them, maybe they can be good. Maybe they learn something, but if the other side, their outcomes can be different. Maybe they can quit this diploma because of lack of money.
Yes.
Vinny.
For me, it's weird because I never been in a situation like that before. So never heard about this kind of things, and because you're late, so I don't want to say anything yet. If I was a teacher, I wouldn't even do that. So you're too good. You're too good.
So what would you do?
I don't want to say.
I think you would do this, yeah?
Probably.
Okay. Fair enough.
Because it's how much you want it.
That's right. How much do you want something, and are you powerful enough to get it? You want it bad, but you do not have the power, so you must rely on somebody's mercy. You want to be here, you want to pass, but not so much so that you exercise yourself and do it. Demonstrate power. Somebody must have some mercy on you so you can get what you want. Yes?
Question: are you going to fail us in the resurvival?
We have no conclusion because the class cannot wake up yet. So we are uncertain.
And what about the test? Examination of that?
If people do not do well, they will naturally fail. They will naturally fail if they do not do well. But I have not left any stone uncovered. So they should do well. Yeah.
So, can I ask you one personal question?
Absolutely.
You said that you got failed in 4th class examination when you were back in India at the age of 9.
That's right.
Sir, what did you do at that time?
My father made me learn a speech to say to the principal, and I had training on that speech with slippers and sticks, and I was made to go to the principal's office like a robot and say this speech that they had made me to learn. And it was something like, I'm very sorry I did not study. I promise if you, because I couldn't speak English in that time, I promise if you would pass me, I will study harder. And the principal said to me, I cannot let you believe that you need somebody's grace to pass. You don't need anybody's grace in life. So I'm going to fail you, and you're going to prove yourself, and that will be your story for the rest of your life. And I said, okay, because I didn't care.
Oh, you didn't care?
Personally, my parents cared, but personally, as a child, I had to go through humiliation.
Humiliation in front of
all of the other students. But at the time, I didn't know that I would be facing humiliation. In the principal's office, I didn't know that I wasn't afraid of humiliation. As a child, I did not have a fear of being humiliated at the time of the conversation. I faced it, yeah, but I wasn't afraid of it. Yeah. So somehow, that did impact my life.
In a positive or negative way?
Well, I think positive, because now I'm not afraid of failing.
Why do we fall? So we can pick ourselves back up.
Yeah, I'm not afraid of failing at all.
But sir,
you know? Because if I have big goals, I will fail.
No, sir, actually, the reason is that I have a friend of mine, he's been doing CA course, Chartered Accountancy course, for the past 10 or 12 years, and he keeps on failing, and he's so much depressed. Sir, if the things do not come to you at the perfect time, sir, it hurts, honestly. The thing is that, sir, what's the point in that, now he's 32 and he's still struggling, doing nothing, sitting at home, studying and all this stuff. 32 and he's not earning. Okay, in the future, say for example, when he will get 40, he will get past, he will become a CEO. Then what's the point in that of getting that achievement in that age? The things must come at the correct age at correct time. Same is the example of marriage as well. So I have a cousin of mine. He's in great depression. He had tried to commit suicide 2 times. All because of this, because he did not get married at a very good age, which is 25, 26, 27. Like now he's almost 37, and he just got married last year. So that's what I'm saying, sir. The things must come at a very correct age. Otherwise, there's no point in that of coming things at when we get old or older even. That's what I'm saying, sir.
I think what you are saying is that to fit into the ideal life model.
No, sir. Actually, the reason is that if we don't have sanity, if we are not satisfied in here, we are not happy in here, it's gonna show every single thing. We cannot do anything perfectly, sir. This is the point. Sir, I have done psychology, I've told you. I've done psychology, I've studied psychology for 1.5 years. I know, sir, even say for an example, person is writing Hardeep Singh, how much space he or she is giving. I can even judge the mental state of his or her by just the space. And what exactly was his mental state at this time when he was writing these 2 books? What are they speaking? If they are speaking too negative, too positive, I've seen too many people in my life, all because of psychology. That's the reason why I can judge people. That's the reason why, sir, you got the point or not?
I'm still not sure, Amit, if to be in a so-called positive mental state, I must fit into any particular ideal model of life. If I don't get the right things at the right time in my life, do I have any real reason to be in a so-called negative state of mind?
Yes, sir. Nobody can make me feel bad but me. I know this. But still, sir, we are human beings. We are not robots. We have emotions. That's the reason, sir.
Yes.
That's the reason why, sir.
So we are introspecting right now. We are introspecting, and we are finding that we have this belief which says that this is the right age for this, and this is the right age for this. And because we have this belief, when that does not happen, we become upset, and we go on this cycle again and again and again and again. And this is the story of our life. And if we really see this, actually being at the rock bottom of it, and actually seeing it for what it is, not a reality, but a belief.
Sir, do you watch that show Brahma Kumari?
I have seen it, yes.
Sister Shivani.
Yes, she is magnificent.
Yes, she's not magnificent, she's great.
Yes.
Honest to God, sir, she's so intelligent. She always tells that, comfort is nothing. I mean, this thing, say for an example, this is a couch of $100,000 and we are sitting on it. This is not giving us the comfort. This is not giving us the happiness. This is just giving us the comfort. Happiness lies in here. Why do poor people are so much happy in the world? Because they got nothing to lose. Sir, and she also says that, it's true. Sir, in my opinion, you must get every single thing at the right age. Otherwise, there's no point in that.
I do not think that Shivani would be of the opinion that there is any single ideal model of life. If we ask Shivani, I think she would say that actually there is no single ideal model of life, but rather, if there's anything called a positive state of mind, it can only be arrived at by seeing the insufficiency of any model, whether it be the Hindu, the Western, or any model, and every single model actually, seeing the insufficiency of every single model, every single belief, and somehow letting it go. Letting it go in the sense that I know that it is not true. As a human being, I know that I'm only upset because of my own belief, and actually nothing real is there. And so, total negation is the essence of positivity. Total negation. Not holding on to any one ideology which is better or superior. No. Total negation of all ideology, of all belief, is the only essence of the positive. And everything else breeds negativity.
That's what Sister Shivani says, sir. Why do failure children commit suicide? They are not afraid of their failure. They are afraid of their parents, their society. What exactly they are going to say to us, say to them. This is the problem. India is at number 2. Japan is at number 1 in suicidal attempts. That's the point, sir. That's what Sister Shivani said. And right now I'm not getting chance to listen to her because I've got no source.
Well, you see, I believe even Siddhartha Buddha said...
Who's she?
Siddhartha, the Buddha.
The Buddha?
Yeah. When he was alive, he said to his disciples, he said that even this beautiful middle path that I'm giving you, even this, you must leave it behind. Because even this becomes an obstacle to total negation.
What's the meaning of negation?
Negation means the non-existence of something. No, the non-existence of the belief. The belief to not exist.
Okay, just our imagination.
Negation is non-existence of even imagination.
Okay.
Even imagination does not exist. Even Shivani does not exist anymore. Because she is the path. Buddha gave the path. He said that you must let go of even the most beautiful path for total negation. So you are left with the bare, naked reality. Without any words, without any thinking about that. So you are no longer Amit. And even the concept of soul is not there. Yes? The concept is not there. The concept, the word S-O-U-L is not there. But so that is the uncertain thing. However, even uncertainty is not there. Even uncertainty, even the concept that I should know what is happening is not there. So it is really, the only thing I can say is listening. That is the only thing that is there and nothing else. Listening. A deep, endless listening, an infinite listening. Which is possible at any stage. No matter what mental state you think you are in, listening is always a possibility, and that is the miracle of listening. It is always a possibility. However much pain I'm in right now, I can listen to it. I can listen, I can go into it, negating the beliefs, negating my imagination, negating my thoughts, negating my ideologies, negating everything, just listening.
So sir, what do you do when you get depressed? You must.
I listen.
You're a human being.
I listen.
Listen to what?
To the depression,
What do you mean?
to the upset, to the thinking around why I am upset, to the stories I'm telling myself that are making me upset.
So how do you pull yourself together?
The listening is such that after the rain you have sunshine. It is not that the sunshine gets rid of the rain.
What exactly you are saying? You are saying that there is only one thing that is constant, and that is change. After every bad period, the good period will come. That's what you are saying.
But it is not a choice. Change is not a choice. That is the whole problem, is we have made change into a choice, a personal choice.
See ourselves. Every single second, minute, day, year, we are getting older and older and older. Change is happening.
But not by choice, sir. It is not a choice.
This is the nature.
Yes. So why? Yes. So why am I upset? Because I'm so invested in my choices, in my personal choice. I'm so invested. My whole life, my emotions, my identity, my security, my livelihood, everything that I am is invested in personal choice. If somebody takes away my personal choice from me, I will commit suicide.
So,
yes.
Our happiness is based upon that things. If we are not going to achieve that, we are going to get depressed. This is our belief system, I guess.
That's our whole process of choosing. And that is why our brains are so stressed. Because they're trying to calculate the best option in any given situation.
And what brings us the happiness?
And the strategies and the techniques and the approach and all of that.
If the things don't go by our will, we are going to get depressed.
And we are so busy thinking how to avoid depression.
How to avoid. Very true, sir. Honest to God. How to not to feel bad, not to feel sad. Yeah.
And actually that becomes our depression.
In somewhat way, sir. Yes. Honestly.
So I'm asking myself, what is taking place actually? And in the asking of the question, somehow there is energy, there is intensity, and there is a change which is not the result of my personal choice. The change is a universal phenomenon. Yes.
Inevitable.
Absolutely. And I'm just listening. Just listening. And that is happening every moment.
So I watched that movie and in that movie, the hero said, the person who thinks that he or she gonna be happy tomorrow, he or she cannot be happy anytime. Not even today, not even tomorrow. And it's true, sir. Honestly.
Of course. If it is good, it will be good.
It will be.
Because the future is now. We were saying, out of 47 students, 17 are failing due to a late penalty of 2 marks. And we are discussing democracy. If this happens, democracy is preserved. And if this does not happen, democracy is compromised. So what shall we do?